Hello, everyone. My name is Arkin, and welcome back to another pre-order list of 2024. In the last video, we looked at all the SH figure arts that I have planned on getting for the year of 2024, and this time around, we're actually going to be looking at all the other miscellaneous figures that I have planned on getting. These include all sorts of things like Nendoroids, Figmas, scale figures, and also Puppa Parades. Many of these figures are coming in from the websites like AmiAmi, Good Smile, and Big Bad Toy Store, which are mainly the only places I purchase figures at, unless there's a figure that has sold out somewhere and I want to get it somewhere else. But yeah, if you thought I hated money in my previous video, you're gonna think I hate money even more in this video because there is a lot more figures that I am purchasing in this video than the SH figure arts. The way I'm going to do this video is very similar to the SH figure arts video, where I'm going to go through each and every single month of the year, and I'm going to cover all the figures that I'm getting for that month. So, a small disclaimer, very small disclaimer. Many of the figures that I am getting are from the Good Smile website. Good Smile stopped doing monthly accurate releases, and they started putting them in quarters, meaning that I don't know when they're actually coming out. So I am just taking a blind guess based on experience on when the figure will be coming out. So if there is a figure that is, for example, in December, but it came out earlier, then I apologize. I am not a future or time traveler that knows everything. So, a small disclaimer there. Starting off with the month of January, we actually have a Nendoroid, which is the character of Shizuka-tan from My Dress Up Darling. She is a character, or an anime character, an eroge manga character from the My Dress Up Darling series, which is one of Marin's favorite characters, number one favorite characters. And she's actually going to be the next video I do, at least for a review, so be on the lookout for that. She is around $55 after shipping, and I'm just excited to get to look at her because she goes hand in hand with Marin. Next up, we have a scale figure, which is Mirko from My Hero Academia, or Mirko, however you want to pronounce it. But she is roughly $150 on AmiAmi currently. I do not know the shipping or how much shipping it will be, so bear with me. So far, I think she looks absolutely amazing. I love the detail all over the figure. I love her character. She's like the only character I care for in My Hero. So yeah, I am so excited to get her in my collection. So expect a video very soon on her because she does release around 3 days from this video's release. Starting off the month of February, we have Usaki's mom from Usaki-chan is Annoying. I think that's the title. I haven't watched the anime in a while. But yeah, she comes in a bunny suit, and it is one of the By-Cute figures from Furyu, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I will put it on the text somewhere. So yeah, I think this is a better figure to get than the freeing figures because those figures are very expensive, and this one is quite affordable, topping around 30-40 bucks, I think, on the Big Bad Toy Store website. I think she looks great overall. I wouldn't get it if I was not thinking that, so I am getting her through the Big Bad Toy Store website if you guys wanted to know. I think she is sold out as of currently, so hopefully she comes back in restock one day. Continuing this month, we actually have a figure that was actually supposed to release in like August, that being the Nendoroid of Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. I wanted to get this Nendoroid because I like Mitsuri as a character. I think she's very adorable for what she is in the anime, and from what I've seen overall. I do have the Nezuko Nendoroid that I've already reviewed on the channel, so I'm hoping to start building that series collection much more as time goes on, but I don't want to drop a fat stack of cash so far. But baby steps. We're getting Mitri, so expect a video on her probably in late February. So yeah, she is around $60 on the Good Smile website. So I think her pre-order has closed, but once she releases, she's gonna be the same price, I believe. So if you want to get her, I say get her. Moving on to our first pop-up parade of the video, we have Morrigan from Darkstalkers. This is yet another figure that was supposed to release in like June, but has moved up all the way into February, which I think is nice, but at the same time, it just messes all of my planning and budgeting. But I'm still gonna get them. Don't worry. I still want to get these figures because they are, at least for pop-up parades, they are very affordable for their quality. They're $45 after like shipping and through Good Smile and that kind of stuff. So I will definitely be making videos on all of these, and I believe I'm not entirely sure, but I think Lilith does come out in the original month, like June, that she was supposed to come out. But I would not be surprised if she moves up to February. So expect a video on both of them this year. Hopping on to April, we have the first full-scale figure of the year, like full-on full scale, 1/4 scale. And I think it's pretty fitting that it's Mirko from My Hero. Like, again, yes, the first two scale figures of the year are going to be Mirko related. Fight me. This one is from Freeing. I know I already went on my whole short rant on Freeing being too expensive, but can you blame me? This figure looks absolutely incredible. I absolutely love how they made her expressions and the pose and everything. She is quite expensive, sitting at around $375 after shipping on the Good Smile website, which is definitely a lot. This is probably the second most expensive figure I've ever gotten. Don't ask about the first one, that is a secret. But yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is that the leg that she is being held on for her dear life is strong enough to actually hold her, because she looks very top heavy with balancing the other leg and whatnot. So fingers crossed she is of good quality. It's Freeing, so I'm hoping. It's pretty certain that it's going to be good quality. Starting the swimsuit craze, we have Albedo in her swimsuit through the Big Bad Toy Store website. She is roughly $45 after shipping, which is a good price for a price figure, at least overseas. In my opinion, she seems to have some very good detail throughout, and that is enough to justify my purchase. I enjoy the character in Overlord, and I like the Overlord series, even though I only watched season 1, but don't judge me on that. There's a lot going on right now that I'm trying to catch up on. So yeah, we got the first Albedo of many for the year. Moving on to May, we continue the swimsuit craze with our first Marin in her swimsuit. She is from My Dress Up Darling. We already explained this in the beginning with Shizuku-tan. This figure is being made by the Good Smile men people themselves, and I just had to get her because of her very affordable price for the scale of it, at sitting at around $90 before shipping. There's not much that I can talk about this figure aside from the fact that I find it funny that some of the Marin figures with her swimsuit are much cheaper than the ones with her school uniform or different outfits. I don't know, it's weird. Anime is weird. Anime figures are weird. In June, we have Power, which is actually the only figure for this month, which is surprising. But yeah, this is from the Buy Cute line by Furyu. Um, what else can I say besides she looks awesome? She looks cool. She looks cute, adorable, everything. She looks like Power. So yeah, I like the messy type of hair that she has on the back of her hair, of course. I don't know. I'm like rambling on words at this point. She looks awesome. For her price, around $35, that is absolutely perfect and very affordable. And it's sold out in a lot of places I know, at least that I know of. But if you want to get this, I would say wait until it gets restocked. Skipping into July, we have the first Chainsaw Man figure being Makima, made by Furyu. Furyu, I think. Yeah, Furyu. This is from their Baikyuu line, which I believe we explored earlier in the video with Usaki's mom. So it looks awesome. I think she looks much better than the freeing version. Again, same thing with Usaki's mom, but a much more affordable figure for what it is. I believe, I'm 100% sure this has been sold out on all the websites, including Big Bad Toy Store, which is where I'm getting her from. So if you were looking to get her, you might want to have to wait a little bit, but I am glad that there's an affordable set of bunny line figures that I can afford. And I'm excited to get her overall. Next up, we have our second Puppet Parade being Lilith from Darkstalkers. Funnily enough, this figure is actually being moved up to February because, yes, the same thing as Morgan happened, although much later, like a week or two later, where updated emails were just sent out by Good Smile themselves, and it's now coming out in February or even March. I don't know specifically. So, the same thing as the Morgan figure. Quite affordable, very good looking figure, simplistic, captivating of the character, I guess. I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. August is up next, and we are continuing with the Puppet Parade frenzy. And this one is actually a large Puppet Parade of Ryuko from Kill la Kill. In my opinion, this figure actually looks amazing. I don't exactly know how tall she will be. I will put the size of it, or estimated size, on the screen. But yeah, I think she looks absolutely badass and all sorts, especially the way that they took the photos of the promotional photos for her figure. It's absolutely insane. The dark shadows and everything really makes her look so appealing, in my opinion. She is clocking in around $85, which is pretty much the double of what a normal Puppet Parade is after shipping. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to get this figure. Many of the Kill la Kill figures sell out almost, I wouldn't say instantly, but they are very hard to find and come across once they're sold out. So if you are wanting to get this figure, I would say go ahead. You definitely should before it sells out or is just discontinued. Would you believe me? I have yet another two Baikyuu line figures by Furyu. So yeah, I do. The first one being Albedo from Overlord. What a shocker! Yet another Albedo. But I wanted to get this one as it is an affordable bunny figure that will not make me break the bank for sure. The next one is Supersonico, and I don't have any Supersonico figures. I know she's a very popular character for a lot of people. Which I think is great. And I think this one being my first figure is also great. I don't have much to say about these figures, and I would like to save all of my comments for when I make the videos on them. Uh, Besides the fact that they're, again, very affordable, both sitting at like $30. Again, quite cheap for figures like these. They look so good. But yeah, right now they're up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, so definitely get them before they sell out. Alright, so September is actually quite the special month because it is my birthday month, and I am glad that some of the best figures, at least in my opinion, are being released this month specifically. Starting off, we have this absolutely wonderful Chun-Li figure based on the illustration by Akimon or Akira Yasuda. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. When this figure was announced, I could not contain my excitement because I have been adoring the illustration for so long, thinking it's one of the best illustrations of Chun-Li in general. And I am so glad and I'm happy that they were able to encapsulate all the wonderful aesthetics of that illustration into a three-dimensional figure. But it does come with a price. The price being $250. This figure is expensive, but not as expensive as the previous ones from a couple months, like the Mirako. So I think it is completely worth it to get this figure, and I am so excited that it is coming out roughly around this month. If you can see, I'm excited. Next up, we have the counterpart to my nominated best figure of 2023, being Emmy from Metroid Dread. In my opinion, he looks amazing. I think because of how good Samus looked, I think he's going to look amazing and end up coming out almost perfect. Hopefully, he has a lot of accessories in my because that is something that Figmas lack from time to time. But that's besides the point. Something that was advertised for this figure is how accurate the articulation was. I did see a video going over his articulation, and from the looks of it, it looks good. And I'm just hoping that it is long lasting for what the Emmy is, and it is very reminiscent of the game. Because this figure is not cheap, sitting at around $120 after shipping on the Good Smile website, no longer available for pre-order at least. It's a lot for a Figma, but it's just for one figure, especially from the Metroid line. Um, so I'm getting my hopes up for how good Samus was, and I'm just hoping that this Emmy is just as good, if not better. Keeping up with the Metroid theme, we actually have a first for figures, Metroid Prime 1 Samus figure. This figure is a much more affordable figure than the one that was released a couple of years back, which I'm pretty sure was actually based off Metroid Prime 2, but that's besides the point. This figure is around $120, which is much better. Well, $120 for me because I actually had some points saved up, so I used those for that figure, which is a lot better than spending like $500 for just a bigger version of it with less goodies. I am very excited for this figure, and of course, I myself had to get the exclusive edition because it comes with special stuff that I will actually put on the screen, and an alternate arm that you can swap around, and LED lights that showcase Samus's face to an extent. Hopefully it looks better in person than it does in the images, in the photos, because they don't really do a good job showcasing that LED light. Okay. I know this month is already jam-packed with very expensive figures, but this is the last one, I swear. At least for this month. We have Emma from Nikkei, a very, very voluptuous character. This figure is around $200 on AmiAmi, and that is me just guessing with the shipping from previous purchases that I've done through there. I myself like the game a lot. It's a very good game in my opinion, not only because of the characters, but also like the mechanics of the game are very interesting. And she's one of the very first figures from the Nikkei franchise, so I am very excited to get her overall because, again, she looks good. My only concern is that her hair looks a little bit too plasticky, so hopefully that's not an issue, but we will find out later on. Alright, we still have 3 more months. So for October, we have a pair of Nendroids and a scale figure. The first Nendroid being Rappy from Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Same thing with Emma, one of the first figures from Nikkei, and I just absolutely had to get her because, in my opinion, she looks adorable and she is a perfect little bundle of Rappy because she is an amazing character overall. Sitting around $55 on Good Smile, she comes with some special and exclusive accessories, like a little bush, I believe. So I had to get her through there because I know other websites won't include that accessory, and it's only for Good Smile, so yeah. For the next Nendroid, it's actually a very long-awaited Nendroid that I'm surprised it took them this long to make it, especially after the Rebuild series, being Misato Katsuragi from the Neo Genesis Evangelion series. She comes with Pen Pen as well, so you can include Pen Pen in the picture. So pretty much 2 figures in one. I'm very excited for this figure because I love Misato as a character, and she is definitely going to be the first one that I get for the series, and she might just be the starting point where I collect all of them and just go into bankruptcy because Evangelion has some very expensive figures and they have collabs everywhere and that kind of stuff. So if I am homeless and I ask for money, don't worry about it. For the scale figure of this month, we have Lukoa from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And in my opinion, she looks perfect. I know I've said that for a lot of figures, but there's a reason why I make these purchases and bad decisions in life, because I think most of these figures look perfect, especially the face. I think it looks really good. Um, she is around $280, which in my, at least with my estimates on shipping from AmiAmi, so she is quite the hefty character to say the least. Yeah. For November, we have yet another pair of Nendroids, those being Freerin and Fern from Freerin Beyond Journey's End. Yes, I am getting both the SH figure arts and the Nendros, because I hate having money, as I've mentioned all throughout this video. But jokes aside, I honestly think they look adorable overall. That's the appeal of Nendroids. They're supposed to look adorable. And honestly, the faceplates are all that bring my attention as well. I am getting them through the Good Smile website because, like they have been doing as of recently for very popular IPs and franchises, they're giving them exclusive items from the Good Smile website, which I don't have an issue with that. But at least eh, I don't have an issue with that because it's actually more accessible, and I'm pretty sure they make the a certain amount in Good Smile for them to have, and then they sell out, and then probably make more with the accessories and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have an issue with that. Overall, they would totally be like around $100 after shipping, so not bad, because those are two Nendroids with additional parts, additional monthly parts from what they've been doing, from just things that they have lying around. I think they're perfectly fine for a purchase, and I'm just excited to have them in my collection and setting them next to the SH figure arts. All right, so here's another Albedo figure. So this is another Puppet Parade. This one being Albedo and her black dress. And yes, I do have an addiction to Albedo figures, if you haven't noticed. Um, I already have this figure in a different version, or at least this version in a different figure completely. But in my opinion, this one just looks so clean. I don't know what it is. I think it's the face, the pose, and all that kind of stuff. She looks clean. Yeah, for $40, I think she looks awesome. And I just don't want to pass on it, especially because I didn't get the original Albedo, so it would be so sad that I just don't get this one either, and I just miss out on it. So I am definitely getting this one. All right, we made it. We made it to December. And for that, we have another pair of Puppet Parades. These are actually the Street Fighter 6 editions of Chun-Li and Yuri. I'm excited to get both of them because I already have the Cammy and the Chun-Li Puppet Parades that have previously released back in early 2023. So I'm excited to have these in my collection as well. Hopefully, I have room for it. But they're both $40, very inexpensive, which is always good, and something that I've mentioned a lot for Puppet Parades. So I think they're worth it. And to end off the year, we have the final Albedo figure. But I have a reason for this one. Let me talk. So this one is a Christmas theme Albedo. Shocker, am I right? December, Christmas, Albedo, everything just comes together perfectly. But yeah, in all honesty, she looks very adorable. I love how they made her wings look like Christmas trees with like all the different ornaments around them. She has the ribbon and everything. She looks awesome. One downside that I do think might be bad is all the pegs that she has on her. It's kind of worrisome that she has a lot of pegs and that she's going to be very heavy because it is a $250 figure on AmiAmi. So, but I'm completely fine with just spending that much money for Christmas, you know? So there you have it. All of the money that I'm going to waste on the year of 2024. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be cup noodles every night. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and these styles of videos, I'm planning to do more of these videos at least once a month to give some updates on what figures to actually expect for that month and that kind of stuff. So give me, let me know what you guys think. But for this video and the previous video, I know you guys enjoyed the previous video by the numbers that I've been seeing, because holy crap, I did not expect that video to just blow up, literally. But yeah, as a last note, I will be making a video for each and every single one of these figures to give my own opinions, whether they're like my own opinions or just subjective opinions or objective opinions. So take them as you will. But if you want to see those, subscribe. So you can actually stay on track with these figures. And if you're interested in getting one of these and you want to know more about them as when they release, I will be doing that. But for now, I will see you guys in the next video, which will be a review. But until then, it is bye-bye.